say a few words just to check?
Well, I can hardly hear you. What did you say?
Yes. Yeah. Good.
You
We are
can
able
hear
to
me.
yes. Let's just cross check if can you see if Facebook Live is on?
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shadvaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Oh, Premanandi.
Thank you so much, Mahaprabhu, for joining us. Are you able to hear now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you all also for joining us on this most auspicious day of Radharani. We'll be hearing from His Grace Mahatma Prabhu, who is joining us from US. The program for tonight is we'll have Mahaprabhu's class, and then afterwards there will be Abhishek at 8 o'clock, and then there will be Arati, and there will be to go Prasadam. But this group will have to leave at 8 o'clock when Mahaprabhu's address is done, because for next slot also is all full. So all of you should basically leave with your Prasadam boxes, of course. So other devotees can come and thank you so much, Mahatma Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
What time? How much time do I have?
Around 45 to 50 minutes, Prabhuji. Until 1:50 your time.
Time for kirtan?
Yes, please.
By Radharani song? This is the Radharani song. Today's the day for this song. Did I sing it when I was in Holland last time?
Yes. Yes.
Radharani, 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 Radhe Radhe, Radharani, 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 Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radharani, 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 Radharani. I don't think this works. Sing it together. Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe One more time, everyone. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe,
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe,
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe, Haribo.
That is the most beautiful song you've ever heard in your life, because it's only the name of Radharani. Yes?
Haribo. Haribo.
Sukadeva Goswami.
The name of Radharani is the most beautiful. So when we sing her name, it's the most beautiful. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sanyavadi Paschati. So I feel like I'm sitting in the temple room in Amsterdam, because the screen is right above the seat where we normally sit, right?
Yes.
So it's like I'm there. And not only that, other devotees get to come here as well. So I would like to read something that Prabhupada has said. I just have to find it. It's not that. It's the song Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Dhaite Kukula Torani Mandala Mahite O Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Dhaite. That song, this is a lecture that Prabhupada gave on this song. So I want to speak a little bit about it based on what Prabhupada said. So I'll read what he said. This song was sung by Rupa Goswami. He is the real person, actual person, to understand Radha and Krishna. So he says, all glories to Radharani. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Dayate. She's so dear to Krishna. Krishna, everyone is trying to love Krishna, but Krishna is trying to love somebody. Actually, this is not the one. There's another. I just read this morning. There's another one. Because some of you have been to all my classes. Hold on one second. There's one which is a purport. It's a purport to this song. Just give me a moment to find it. I'm looking. What happened? Well, somehow or other, I don't see it. Amazing. Life is amazing. Okay. I will continue reading this and discussing. I'll probably find it when the class is over. Things work that way sometimes. Okay. Now, everyone's trying to love Krishna, but Krishna is trying to love somebody. Now, how great she is. Just try to understand. Everyone, the whole world, the whole universe, all living entities, they are trying to love Krishna, Krishna prema. Lord Chaitanya describes prema pumarto mahan. And Rupa Goswami described that you are distributing Krishna prema. So Krishna prema is so valuable. But Krishna is after Radharani. Just see how Radharani is great. Just try to understand the greatness of Radharani. Therefore, she is so great, and we have to offer our respect. Radhe Jai Jai Madhava Daite. How she is. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Taruni. Taruni means young girls. You'll see the pictures. They are all young girls. But of all young girls, she's the most beautiful. So, I think when we speak about Radha, it's important that we speak about mercy because she embodies the compassion and the mercy of Krishna. So we were just chanting japa and right before this class. And when I was chanting japa, I was telling everyone we should pray to Radha, especially today when we're chanting for mercy, become a better devotee. So as I was chanting, I was praying to Radharani and I was thinking, Radharani can give you whatever you want. It's possible. And don't ever think it's not possible by the mercy of Radharani. Anything's possible. Even ourselves, who we may feel so unqualified, and we may feel, well, I'll never be a pure devotee. We may feel so many things. But by the mercy of Radharani, anything's possible. Even the most fallen person can become the most elevated devotee. So we put our hope in the mercy of Radharani. And she's merciful, very merciful, always compassionate. And if we pray sincerely to Radha, if we take shelter of Radha, then if she accepts us, if she shows mercy, we're in. Krishna must accept us. We must get Krishna's mercy. If she shows mercy, we must get Krishna's mercy. She will tell him, give this devotee mercy. And Krishna has to do what Radharani says, right? Just like Nilambar has to do whatever his wife says, right? The good husband does whatever the wife says. Right? Do this for me, I need this. Yes, dear. So if Radharani tells Krishna, you do this, Krishna says, okay, I'll do it. He has no choice. So I know for many of us, we feel that maybe Krishna consciousness is so deep and so far away that maybe I'll never get it, or maybe it'll take 1,000,000 lifetimes. It sometimes feels like that. I just want to share with all of you that Mahaprabhu came to distribute the mercy of Radharani. He came in the mercy of Radha. And Prabhupada said, this lifetime you can go back to Godhead. How is that possible? That's the power of Radharani's mercy. One lifetime you can get Baba in one lifetime. That's how powerful her mercy is. And so that's what Lord Chaitanya is coming to give. So no one should be discouraged. No one should be hopeless. We should all be very hopeful. And today, this day, Radharani is especially merciful. And this day today, Radharani is saying, here, the mercy is here. You want it? Come, ask for it. I'll give it to you. It's abundantly available to all of us today. And we all need it desperately. That's for sure. So this is Krishna consciousness. If you're willing and you're able to follow the process and you ask for the mercy, then Radharani will say, okay, you want it, you're sincere, you're begging for it, you're pleading for it. Okay, I'll give it to you. She is the compassionate side of Krishna. the form that Krishna takes of compassion. That's Radharani. Okay. Just wanted to make that point clear. Now, to elaborate on this point, and Prabhupada here is explaining, he said, what is Radharani's position? This is unique to theology, that God, who is the supreme, the source of everything, and Param Ishvara, he's actually not the Param Ishvara. There's, by definition, God is Janmad Yasayataha, he's the source of everything. By definition, Ishara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha, he's the Ishvara Parama, he's the supreme controller. But actually, Gaudiya Vaishnavism goes very deep. It goes so deep that apparently it contradicts what the Shastras say. And when you bring in mercy and you go into the esoteric aspects of Krishna consciousness, you'll find that many things are contradicted. And this is one of them. Krishna is not the supreme controller. He controls a lot, but he's not supreme controller because he is controlled by someone. So he can't be supreme controller, can't be the ultimate controller. This person who controls Krishna must be the ultimate controller in a literal sense, maybe not in a practical sense that she's controlling everything, but she's controlling him. So she is Param Ishvari, the controller of the controller. That's her position. So Prabhupada would often say, you try to understand the position of Radharani. Everyone is after Krishna, and the whole world is after Krishna. Everyone is bowing to Krishna. The sages and saints are glorifying Krishna. Everyone wants a drop of the dust of his lotus feet, and Krishna is after Radha. Wow. The Prabhupada said, just try to imagine the position of Radha. Now, we cannot conceive of the love that exists between Radha and Krishna. We cannot conceive of the love Krishna has for Radha and the love Radha has for Krishna, which is even greater, so even more difficult to conceive. Still, the Shastra abounds with stories, leelas, about the love between Radha and Krishna, that which is inconceivable. We are asked, hear about it, listen to it, try to feel it, try to understand it. Why? I can't understand it. What to speak of feel it? Why? Try to understand it. That is the point. We have to try to understand that love because that love is the essence of Krishna consciousness. And we are servants of that love. That's our service is to Radha and Krishna. We are their servants. We are servants of their love. Krishna consciousness is all about creating a situation where Radha and Krishna can be together and enjoy. And we are all meant to help them come together and enjoy. That's our eternal service. That's what we do. Anything we can do to help Krishna enjoy, that's what we do. Now, Prabhupada said something quite amazing about Lord Chaitanya's movement. He said that Radharani, she brings people, she brings living entities to Krishna. That's her job. She wants Krishna to enjoy them. She wants them to be enjoyed by Krishna, and she brings them to Krishna. And so when we spread Krishna consciousness, then we're bringing people to Krishna. We're doing the work of Radha. That's her work. That's in. So one devotee, he was thinking about this, and he was thinking to himself, he said, Sankirtan must be in Madhurya Leela, must be in the mood of the gopis, the mood of Radha, conjugal, because we're going out and bringing people to Krishna, which is what Radha does. And Prabhupada said, yes, this is true. So Mahaprabhu is the Sankirtan leader. He's also manifesting the highest levels of separation and conjugal love for us to see. And we're trying to understand that. That's what we're supposed to do, which seems inconceivable. We seem unqualified for it, but it's been given to us, and we're supposed to understand this love. And this is how we advance in Krishna consciousness. You hear about Radha and Krishna, you hear about Radharani, you try to understand what is this love that she has, which even Krishna can't understand, and we're trying to understand. This purifies us. So that's what Prabhupada is telling us to do. And in here Prabhupada says, Rupa Goswami said, "Oh, Mahabandhanaya Krishna Prema Padayate." He said, Lord Chaitanya, you are amazing. You are the most amazing, most magnanimous incarnation. Why? Because no one even knew what Krishna Prema was, and you come and just give it to everybody. People aren't even qualified for it. You give it to them. You're giving Krishna Prema. Something so rare, rarely given, rarely even seen in this world. What is Krishna Prema? Who has seen it? And you're giving it out to everyone. And Radharani, she is the personification of that prema. So the greatest thing, the rarest thing, which is never given before, Mahaprabhu gives, and Radharani is the personification of that. So how special is the position of Radharani? Now, you know, in the rasa dance, Krishna left the rasa dance because Radha left the rasa dance. And this is interesting. Well, there are many interesting things about it, but the point I want to make is that even though Krishna was there with hundreds, thousands, unlimited numbers of gopis dancing with them, and even though those gopis are expansions of Radha, and even though it's like Krishna is dancing with Radha when he's dancing with all the gopis, still, what did Krishna do when Radha left? He wasn't satisfied. And he left the rasa dance to find her, because only Radha can satisfy Krishna, because she manifests the highest form of love and affection. Now that's interesting. Let's say 10 people love you, and the second person loves you a little more than the first, and the third person a little more than the second, and on. Well, who would you want to be with ultimately? You would want to be with the one who loves you the most. And if that person left, you're with other people who love you, but you'll miss that person the most. That's Radha. Only she can satisfy Krishna on the deepest, deepest levels. And of course, you might think, well, if only she can satisfy Krishna, how can I satisfy Krishna? By satisfying her, by pleasing her. You put, you want to offer a flower to Krishna, put it in Radha's hand. Let her offer it to Krishna. Yes. So by going through Radha, we can please Krishna. That's our qualification. She will accept our service. She can offer that service to Krishna. As the Guru represents Radha, the service is offered to the Guru. Guru offers to Krishna. Like that. So, how beautiful is Radha? Well, I'll ask you a question. How beautiful must be someone to attract the most beautiful? Krishna is all attractive. So how attractive must someone be to attract the all attractive? Meditate on that. And if you meditate on that, your brain might crash, but don't hold me responsible. There's sometimes when you come to the transcendental level and you try to understand transcendence, your brain is like, how beautiful is Radha? She's attracting the most beautiful Krishna. Can you imagine that beauty? Can you try? We can try, but we can't imagine. But that, this is what we're supposed to do. This is part of Krishna consciousness. Okay, that was only one paragraph. All right. Let's read the next paragraph and discuss. Anyone who comes before Radharani to serve Krishna, she becomes so pleased. She says, oh, here is a devotee of Krishna. She immediately recommends, Krishna, here is a devotee. Here's a devotee. He's so nice. He's pleasing you. He's better than me. Show mercy on him. So now Radharani recommends you to Krishna. Show mercy. My dear Radharani, recommend me to your Krishna. Please put in a good word to your Krishna for me. Prabhupada says that. This is Radharani. I may be not a devotee. I may be the most fallen rascal. But if I try to reach Krishna through Radharani, then my business is successful. Therefore, we should worship Radharani first. This is the process. That is our business. Instead of offering directly one flower to Krishna, you just put it in the hands of Radharani. My mother Radharani, Jagannatha, if you kindly take this flower and offer it to Krishna, please kindly take this flower, offer it to Krishna. And Radharani says, oh, you have brought a flower? Krishna said, Patra pushpam palam tayam yome bhakta prayachiti. But don't offer it to Krishna directly. Offer it through Radharani. It will be very much appreciated by Radharani. So this is our philosophy, to please Krishna through Radharani. So we should offer pushpanjali. Pushpanjali means offering of flowers from your hands. And pray to Radharani that Radharani, kindly be merciful and tell about me to your Krishna, Radharani, be merciful. Tell your Krishna about me. That I want to love him. I want to be a devotee. I offered a flower. Let him know. Tell him. Tell your Krishna. Your Krishna. You have control. Tell your Krishna about me. Please tell him about me. So Prabhupada goes on to say, you cannot take shelter of Krishna directly. You have to take shelter of his potency. Go through the Guru to Krishna. Go through Radha to Krishna. She's the Shakti, and he's the Shaktiman. He's the source of the Shakti. She's the Shakti, the energy. You take shelter of the energy. And through her, we go to Krishna. Today's the day, everyone. This is your big day. Big day to make advancement. Go for it. Shoot for the star. Shoot for the moon. Pray to Radharani for becoming a pure devotee. Don't be afraid to pray to become a pure devotee. Radharani, remove everything in my heart that's getting in the way of my relationship with Krishna. Just pull it out. Take it. Just only leave Krishna bhakti in my heart. Take out all this contamination, all this poison that's poisoning my consciousness. Take it out. Pray big. Don't be small-minded. If she's pleased with you, she'll say, okay. So Radha, so I'm reading again. So Radha and Krishna. Krishna is the enjoyer and he wants to enjoy. He's the supreme Brahman. He cannot enjoy anything. He's Atmarama. He can only enjoy himself. Therefore, Radharani is an expansion of his pleasure potency. Krishna hasn't got to seek external things. So when Krishna is enjoying with Radha, he's enjoying himself. People say, oh, God he's dancing with another woman. He's actually dancing with himself. I think of this song. There's a song. I don't know the song that well. But I heard one line from this song. I guess it's a song's a story about a breakup. And then one line is, I'll be sleeping with myself tonight. And so then I thought, yeah, and Krishna, when he's dancing with Radha, when he's dancing with the gopis, he's actually dancing with himself. So I'll be dancing with myself tonight. Krishna's always dancing with himself. Radha's a reflection, she's him. And so Krishna is self-satisfied. And then so many devotees say, Krishna's self-satisfied, but he's like hankering after love. He's hankering after rasa. What's going on here? He's dancing with himself. He's having pleasure with himself. Interesting, right? So he is self-satisfied, even though he's hankering to be with Radha and the gopis, because that is himself. Krishna is energetic, Radha is the energy. Just like energy and energetic, you cannot separate. Fire and the heat, you cannot separate. There's Krishna, there's Radha. They're always eternally existing. Two, and they come one. They're one in one Supreme Personality of Godhead in two souls, one Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes one in the form of Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu is Radha and Krishna, but externally Mahaprabhu is Radha, the golden color. And he's manifesting her mood. He's manifesting her compassion. So if you approach Mahaprabhu's movement, you are approaching Radha. You're getting Radha's mercy completely, 100%. Wherever you go in Vrindavan, you'll find the devotees addressing Jai Radhe. They're glorifying Radharani. They're more interested worshiping Radharani because however fallen I may be, if some way or other I can please Radharani, then it's very easy for me to understand Krishna. We can't understand Krishna. Like Queen Kunti, she was saying, like, how can we understand you? We're just women. And how will we understand Radharani? How will we understand that love? And how will we understand Krishna? And Prabhupada saying, if you please Radharani, you can understand Krishna. That's amazing, right? You think it's amazing, Nilambar? That I could even please Radharani? That's like, even to think that thought, that it's possible. And look at it like this. This is so amazing. So Prabhupada comes to the West. Krishna consciousness has never come there. And so he sets up this situation where if we help him in the mission of his spiritual master, that means we can please him. And if he's pleased, Krishna is pleased. He's the representative of Radharani. And how do you please him? Well, you do something to help somebody become Krishna conscious. You do something to make ISKCON stronger. So never in the history of the world was there so much mercy available so easily. You know, one time Prabhupada said something really interesting. He said, I said, you get special mercy if you preach to the Muslim people. You get special mercy, like, you know, mercy on steroids kind of thing. Different things Prabhupada said, but about getting mercy through preaching. But the point is, we're preaching in the West, and you're preaching in Holland. What a difficult place to make people Krishna conscious. All the regulative principles are broken on every street corner, 24/7, right? So, and by spreading Krishna consciousness, it's an opportunity for us, because this was never done in the history of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, that it came out to the West. So when you come out to the West and you do it, you get so much mercy for helping Prabhupada spread his movement, like incredible mercy. So that way we get Radharani's mercy. That way we get Krishna's mercy. So we're very fortunate that through spreading the Sankirtan movement, which is the movement of Mahaprabhu, we get Radharani's mercy. And by that, we can achieve Krishna consciousness very quickly, even though we're not qualified. So what time you wanted to stop? In like 7 minutes or something, or 3 minutes? 10 minutes? Should I take questions or should I continue? I think you're muted, or yeah, you're muted.
You can continue, Prabhuji.
Okay. If you go by the speculative process to understand Krishna, it will take many, many lives. But if you take devotional service, just try to please Radharani. If you take devotional service, just try to please Radharani, And Krishna will be gotten very easily because Radharani can deliver Krishna. She is so great, the emblem of Mahabhagavata. Even Krishna cannot understand what is Radharani's quality. Even Krishna, although he says, Vedaham samatitani, I know everything, still he fails to understand Radharani. Radharani is so great. He says that. Actually, Krishna knows everything. In order to understand Radharani, Krishna accepted the position of Radharani. Krishna wanted to understand the potency of Radharani. Krishna thought, I am full, I am complete in every respect, but still I want to understand Radharani. Why? This propensity made Krishna obliged to accept the propensities of Radharani to understand Krishna himself. In Boston, Prabhupada wrote his first message. This is interesting. Oh, brothers, I declare to you emphatically, if you want to obtain mercy of Krishna, you must get the mercy of Radharani. You know that prayer? Oh, brothers, I declare to you emphatically, if you want to obtain the mercy of Krishna, you must get the mercy of Radhika. You know, that was also interpreted as Krishna, if you want to be happy, you have to get the mercy of Radhika. Prabhupada said, Oh Radha, please tell your Krishna about me. The Gaudiya Vaishnavas like to see that Krishna is a doll in the hands of Radha. She eternally intensifies devotion to Krishna. So we have a few minutes left, and this is actually something I didn't read today. So this will be nice. Actually, I had the document, and I didn't realize that I added, on the top of this document, I added some more, which I had read today. And so now we're starting to, well, of course, for all of you in Holland, this is the first time you're hearing, but devotees who came to my other classes heard this. So now we're beginning to read what we haven't heard. The purpose of coming to Vrindavan is to take shelter of Radharani, take shelter of her name, compassion, pastimes, or land, the kingdom of God. So we're going to discuss a few names from that song, Radhe Jai Jai. And we have a few minutes. Let's briefly describe the characteristics of Radharani. Govinda Mohini. Radha bewilders Krishna. Krishna becomes so bewildered by seeing Radha that his crown falls off. His flute falls off. His peacock feather falls off. And he doesn't know. And he thinks he's playing his flute, but there's nothing there. And his friends make fun of him. What are you doing? You know, like, sometimes a boy becomes bewildered because the girl is so beautiful. So that's what's happening to Krishna. She bewilders Govinda, Govinda Mohini. This is not from a lecture by Prabhupada. I don't think. Devi Krishna Mai, very beautiful. Vrindavan is the love offering of Radha to Krishna. Every leaf in Vrindavan is assisting Radharani in her glorification of Krishna. Krishna Mai means there's only Krishna. For Radha, Mai means fully absorbed or full of. Radha is full of Krishna. There's only Krishna for Radha. And her only business is to glorify Krishna, and Vrindavan exists for that purpose. There's a song, a Brijvasi song that says that every leaf in Vrindavan is chanting the name of Radha. Special place, Vrindavan. Krishna Mai means the energy of Krishna or full of Krishna. She's always thinking how to please Krishna. Krishna may be with another gopi, but when he sees Radha, he runs to her. If you want Krishna Bhakti, chant Radha's name, and Krishna will be attracted. There's a story a man, he was trying to attract the king to get the king's attention, and he's calling the king's name, and it didn't work. And he called the king's wife's name. He glorified his wife, and that attracted the king. He paid attention to that. So you glorify Radha, it attracts Krishna. You glorify Krishna, it attracts Radha. Sarva Lakshmi, she fully represents the beauty of Krishna. Krishna is not very attractive without Radharani. Krishna is the wealthiest, but wealth is prema, and he gets prema from Radha. Radha teaches Krishna about prema. That's where he learns about it. So she's the wealthiest. Yeah, we could go on and on. It's time to stop. Just a drop in the bucket. Anyway, we got something. Something better than nothing, right? And we got the Radharani song. So, time's up. Neelambar?
Maybe we can ask devotees if they want to ask any questions. Is that okay? For a few minutes.
If you have questions, you can ask, or you can put it in the chat for those who are not in the temple.
Sure, yeah. Also on the Zoom devotees, I don't know how many. Oh, many devotees are there. 14 devotees are there on Zoom. That's great.
Oh, and we're on Facebook also, but
also, yes, on Facebook.
Facebook questions that come. Someone has to be on Facebook and then put them in the chat on Zoom.
Sure.
Radharani has a blue tint in her hair. Did you know that? So she always remembers Krishna. She has a blue tint in her hair, and Krishna has a red tint in his hair to always remember Radha. This is the real love story. You don't have to go to the movies anymore and watch these fictional love stories. This is the real love story. And this love story, you don't have to try to imitate. You just have to try to be part of it. It already exists. You don't have to create it yourself. Isn't that nice? We're trying to create, imitation Radha and Krishna. You don't have to. They've already done it. And you can enjoy infinitely more by serving them. And if you're married, the real happiness of marriage is that the husband and wife serve Radha and Krishna, and that's how they're happy. And try to imitate Radha and Krishna. Wow, what a mess that creates. Especially if you're a devotee. Creates a real mess. So the husband and wife, the children, everyone together trying to please Radha and Krishna, that's the perfection of love. That's the perfection of a relationship. The perfection of life. Hare Krishna. That's okay?
Yeah, seemingly there are no questions, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Oh, there is one. Somebody wrote in the chat. Can you see the chat also?
A woman is considered successful if she has many children. Has a solid family. Why does Radharani never have children with Krishna? Because they're not married. I'll give an example. It's kind of funny. But when you're not married and the boy and girl together and they're not married, everything is like amazing. And then they get married and then they go into the routine and it's just like, the glow kind of wears off from what it was, romance was very amazing. And then when you get married, it's more, it's not that the romance is there, but before you're married, it's just, you're just together doing what you like and enjoy. But when you get married, it's like, can you wash the dishes? Can you do the laundry? Can you take out the trash? Then it becomes kind of, the romantic days before you were married, they're special, right? So that's one reason Krishna doesn't marry Radha, because once you get married, it's kind of like things aren't so exciting anymore. And in Krishna Lila, Krishna arranges for the gopis to be married and Radharani to be married. At least externally, it seems like they're married. So I don't want to put ideas in anyone's mind, but enjoying with another man's wife it's more enjoyable than enjoying with your own wife. Don't go out and try it. But Krishna likes to enjoy with other men. You know, if he enjoys with his own wife, it's like, that's okay. But he likes to enjoy with other men's wife. It's more special. And that's why Krishna steals butter and yogurt from the neighbors, because when you steal it, it tastes better. Did you know that? Don't try this. Don't go steal butter and yogurt at the store. Test it out. If the stolen butter tastes better than the purchased butter. But the idea is like, you understand, we're not thieves, but you could understand, like if you steal something and you get it, you didn't pay for it. It's just like, oh, this is, it's like, it's more relishable, right? So it's something like that he relishes the relationship with Radha more because she's not married to him. So it makes it more illicit, which makes it more exciting, which makes it more enjoyable. So Krishna's all about maximizing enjoyment. So his mother has the best cows and the best yogurt, and he steals it because stolen yogurt tastes better. Krishna has thousands of wives, but if he can steal another man's wife, it's more enjoyable. So that transcends any kind of mundane morality. This is totally about transcendental rasa. That's how Krishna operates. So your Lord dances with other men's wives. He steals butter and yogurt. He lies, he cheats. And all of this is done simply to enhance the love between him and his devotees. And so his stealing is perfect. His lying is perfect. His dancing with other men's wives is perfect. And ours is all imitation. Hare Krishna.
There is one more question, Prabhuji.
Okay. Even though a Vaishnava woman usually gets married in Vedic tradition and creates a family, does Radharani take care of Vaishnavis who decide not to have children to become brahmacharinis? Of course. I don't know if ISKCON does, but she does. ISKCON is not doing good on the brahmacharini, to taking care of brahmacharinis. There's a lot of temples that don't have ashrams for women. Radharani takes care of your creeper, and ISKCON is supposed to take care of your material needs so you can do service. But we're not a mature, developed organization, so I can't say. But Radharani will take care of your creeper, that's for sure. Which is, it's unfortunate. We take care of brahmacharis better than we take care of single women. So I think it's time to end.
There is one devotee who's asking a question, but there is no question here. Krishna Priya, can you please ask the question? What is it?
She has a question. Oh, she's going to ask it. Yeah, you can just ask it.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, thank you for the class. If one of our goals as the devotees is to develop love for Radharani, why Radharani is not mentioned in the Bhagavatam?
The $64,000 question. And the answer is, she's mentioned on every page. You just don't see it. The whole Bhagavatam is just there to bring us to the Rasa Lila, which glorifies Radharani. That's all the other chapters of Bhagavatam, so we can understand the glories of Radharani. So everything is about Radharani. We were talking about that this morning in class. You can listen to class. We answered that question. Anayaradate, when one gopi left the rasa dance, who was that one gopi? Anaradate, the word is used. One very special gopi left. But Sukadeva Goswami didn't want to say Radha, because as soon as he says Radharani, he can't speak it. He chokes in ecstasy and he can't talk. It's over. And there are no recitation of the Bhagavatam. The Bhagavatam will be, as soon as he says the name Radha, he can't speak anymore. And the Bhagavatam would be finished. So he doesn't say her name, because he says the name, he'll go crazy and the Bhagavatam won't be spoken. So he says it indirectly. But we should understand, the whole Bhagavatam is to bring you to understand the love of Radha and Krishna. So in that way, it's all about Radha and Krishna. Right? Correct. And you have a name of Radha, Krishna Priya. So you're a servant of Radha. Has there been any gopi or devotee who has been jealous of Krishna? Yeah, conditioned soul devotee. No one in the spiritual world. We're jealous. In the material world, we're jealous of everybody and everything. Krishna, Radha, yeah, because we're trying to imitate Radha and Krishna, so we're jealous. But in the spiritual world, there is no jealousy as we know it. The only jealousy there, it's completely transcendental.
Yeah.
Radharani, Radharani, Radharani. Sukadeva Goswami can't say that. He'll faint. His voice will choke. And one of the symptoms of ecstasy is your voice chokes, and he won't be able to speak, and he'll never finish the Bhagavatam. So he didn't say it. Interesting. Krishna consciousness is so deep, you'll never hit the end of profound esoteric understanding of the Leelas. And the deeper you go, the more you'll find. The more you'll think, this is amazing. And the deeper you go into Maya, the more you'll be frustrated, miserable, depressed, etc. Yes? As you have the whole Bhagavatam, go deep into the Bhagavatam. You can relish Krishna consciousness. Try to understand Radha. It'll be an amazing journey for you. Hare Krishna. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mahatma Prabhuji.
You're welcome.
Please forgive me for the late invitation, but we are sincerely grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your invitation.
Hare Krishna.
Grace Mahatma Prabhu ki jai.
Premanande, Hare Bol.
Thank you, bro. Oh, Murthatri Mataji wants to. Oh, he already signed off. Yes. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we're going to end this Zoom. If you would like to follow our program, you can follow our Facebook for the program side. Hare Krishna. Hare